Alright, let's see. What do we got? The trading post. You'll have to do. I noticed that if you count small gates, eight dates crack 8 safes. I also noticed that when I was opening the orchard, that was a combination lock, but it required a date as well. Does that mean that that one combination lock, like, yeah, I can actually get in here. That one combination lock is also a date somehow. I mean, it's four letters, except that the one at the end is a number. So let me see. I think I had to. Yeah, there we go. Oh, wait a minute. I need to turn this thing a few more times. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Alright. You see, one of these is an 8. So maybe this date is like a month that's 3 letters long, and I can only think of one of those, and that's May. May the 8th. Yeah, that's a date. This here, treasure trove. 5 cash for each time I have drafted treasure trove. There's, yeah. You see, I saw this. Holy moly. Well, if I can see the treasure trove from this window, this isn't a treasure trove at all. That looks like a castle of some kind. With scaffolding. Inside a cave. That's weird. Let me see this thing here. January 13th, 1916. I knew what we were looking at as soon as we uncovered the first spire, but it wasn't until the first floor plan was unearthed that most of the crew realized what ruins we were exhuming. The border was the same pitch as the sunless cavern we found it in, a dark-trimmed floor plan of ill-fated Orinda. We had found an authentic black print. Oh yeah, for Orinda. The sooner we seal the site back up, the better for us all. We have a couple of black prints. The armory is one. Here we go. Well, there's the treasure trove. Is that pushed one out of the way? The tomb. The armory is half one, half another. Why doesn't room 46 have a blueprint when I maybe it just can't be drafted? Huh. Okay, May 8th. Dear Baron Sinclair, to begin, my name is Worth Laud. My father used to work for your father, the Right Honorable Baron Thomas Sinclair, between the years of 1915 and 1918. The former having died last month, at the advanced old age of 89. May he sleep in soot and ash. It's a change from may he rest in peace. He left behind his widow, 7 children, and 30-odd grandchildren. I write to you today, however, not to inform you of these family affairs of little consequence, but to tell you a little bit about my father. He lived his life towering above us in solemn silence, like many members of his and your father's generation. He never spoke of the work he did in the mountains of Reddington, or the famous estate in which he was stationed. He never spoke of the Baron. Not once. I tell you this only to relate that he never betrayed the confidence your father placed in him. The secrets he kept for your family he took with him underground. His elderly comrades and colleagues from his old mining outfit proved, however, to be not nearly as discreet and considered with their words. During the wake, fueled by a seemingly endless supply of spirits, these venerable gentlemen embarked on a journey down memory lane, recounting as much of the good old days as they could dredge up. While such reminiscences might typically be dismissed as the fanciful ramblings of age, the volume and specificity of their accounts led a certain credence to... Is that lend? A certain credence to their words. Now me, I am not a presumptive man. I don't presume these stories to be true. I don't presume your house is host to secrets of this magnitude. Yet, I find myself irresistibly drawn to the idea of sharing these tales, true or not. They seem, after all, stories worthy of being heard. I wonder if my current abundance of idle time fuels this urge. Perhaps I have too much time on my hands. Perhaps if one were to engage me in some worthwhile and profitable enterprise, my eagerness to pass the time by telling stories would be curbed. I eagerly await a response from your lordship, signed Mr. Worth Laud. We're not blind to the irony of blackmailing you for a blackmail letter. And we're not proud to join the endless procession of those who have knocked on your mailbox looking for a handout, particularly so when our methods lack the refined sophistication and class that this author so effortlessly wields. So that was the letter that started it all. I can't exactly reread the rest of them. I wish I could, to be honest. It would put everything in context. So the roads of the old castle are there, like in this cave. Who would put a castle in a cave? And all this stuff has held up surprisingly well over the decades. I mean, it's 1994. It's been, what? 78 years, I think? I figured I'd do that as long as I was down here. Still a couple of keys that I don't have. 5, for example, is in the throne of a king, and 8 is behind the... Wait a minute. Behind the last door? Or was it in the 8 room somewhere, and I missed it? Do I have to draft the gallery in the 8 room again? Or is it possible that the trophy I got showed up in place of what I was supposed to get? And I was supposed to get that key. Yeah. I haven't even set foot in the manor yet. Unless you count the basement. Speaking of... Oh, the moon pendant got me the magnifying glass and the sledgehammer. Alright. I have to get the gallery a third time, but I don't exactly like my chances. There's the reading nook. And the library. I'm going to request... Yeah, here we go. How many times have I checked this book out? Well, I'll put the classroom here just so I can put an appropriate dead end here. Do I want the storeroom? Let's see what other options there are available. I could use the utility closet and preemptively shut off the keycard system and the gymnasium. Oh, and there's the apple. That wasn't a particularly unusual room, though. The commissary. I'll take a shovel, salt shaker, some gems, and some keys. Yep, I bought the whole place out again. Passageway here. And the conference room. I can always use that. The hallway leaves both directions open, and it has a key in it. Alright. Since I haven't drafted security yet, I'll do the observatory. Apples are delicious today. Well, as much as I want the den, the workshop connects to the foundation. I wasn't able to do that last time. Salty turnip. Another salty turnip. I didn't draft the security room, but... Oh, wait a second. I have to switch the offline mode of the security system from locked to unlocked. back here and draft from the boiler room. Sure, this is a good place for the other workshop. And why not make the jackhammer? Ah, there's security. I'm gonna bump up the security level to high and change the offline mode to unlocked. Alright, I'll put the wine cellar in. I'd also like to go back to first the bedroom. I want to see if there's anything in there. No, there's nothing in the bedroom. Alright. Also want to draft off the foundation. Yeah, I forgot about this. Well, that's weird. But you have to accept the vault key here. Alright, West Wing Hall. As much as I'd like her ladyship's bedchamber to show up, I'll put the drawing room here because I can redraw from it. You know, the clock tower, it's not such a bad thing for a dead-end room. Hey, man. Was there something down here? Yeah, there we go. Let's see if that stopwatch shows up again. It didn't, but neither did anything else. Let's go the other way. Well, this will fit neatly in with the dead end. Where's the safe? Ah, here we go. It's number 4. Oh yeah, about the details of Marion's disappearance, which wasn't actually a disappearance. She just went undercover. Who's Daniel? I don't remember him from the root cellar. That diagram. We got a pretty substantial amount of. Well, the spare master bedroom is kind of wasted here, though. Oh, and there's an object in here. Ivory dice. Suppose I could use them. Alright, enough backtracking back and forth. Although the... I only have like one green room, so I don't know whether it's worth this or not, but the parlor, I think I'll get the same number of gems. You know, I have 3 wind-up keys. The second statement on the black box is false. The black box contains the gems. Well, we need one... Every statement with the word blue is false. If that's true, that means both statements on the blue box are true. If the white box is true, this would have to be false. And the blue box contains gems, that would be false too. So it's only true statements, only false statements. And that means that both statements on the blue box can't be true. The second statement on the black box is false though, and that is true. That means the black box can't contain the gems. And that would rule out the blue box also, wouldn't it? So it would be the white box in this scenario, but if this statement is false, then maybe both statements on the blue box are true. Which means that the second statement on the black box is false. That can be true, and the black box contains the gems. That can be true, but the second statement says that the blue box contains the gems. And it's false. So we have a true and a false, another false, and 2 trues? No. Yeah, the black box would contain the gems if that were the case. So it's either the black box or the white box. Unless I'm missing something, which I probably am. Okay, so we have only true statements. We have... This one's false. Look, I'm guessing that the white box contains the gems because of that first scenario. If every statement with the word blue is false. Wait a minute, that includes that one. So, so maybe the black box does contain the gems. Yeah. Self-referential statements are kind of weird like that, aren't they? It's like, everything I say is a lie, except for that. And that. And that. You know what I mean?